Hello, beautiful people. I'm back. Woohoo! It's been a while. So, how y'all doing? How was your month off? Thank you. Thank you for connecting and welcoming me back. I got a lot of beautiful people on the chat saying hi to Diddy. Hi to Diddy. How y'all doing? Oh, thanks, Ann. You guys, I've been so busy and I'm going to seem a little flustered. It's like, do I remember how to do this anymore? Someone just donated to me, so I got to tell them thank you. Thank you, Patty, for the donation, $9.99. So I was like halfway doing that when my husband turned it on and he's like, are you ready? I'm like, I think I am. So thanks all you guys for connecting. Oh my God, a bunch of people are just all of a sudden rolling up. Well, thank you. If you watched my videos that I put up while I was gone, put up like 4 videos or whatever. And I did not get to see the news. I didn't have any time basically even to get on my phone. So I was lucky, if they were calling me and saying, hey, Mom, we need you here. But I had a wonderful time with my grandchildren. I had a wonderful time with my daughter and son-in-law. Went ghost hunting in Canada. Boy, that's a story and a half. I mean, I think we need to make a video on that. It's like all the things that could go wrong while ghost hunting in Canada. So it's like, it was crazy. Got stopped at the border. I mean, it was a crazy story. Crazy time. Super duper busy. But yeah. The kids are at a really great age, and I enjoyed them. So thank you. So thanks, Rebecca. Yeah, she made it alive. Is the heat in the East Coast natural? Debbie, background is cool. Looks pretty tonight, Debbie. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Yep, everybody give it a thumbs up. Hello from Oregon. Oh my God, you guys, thank you so much. I missed you guys. Like I said, I didn't know all the stuff that was going on and stuff. Thank you, Yolanda. She gave me $5. Thank you, Yolanda. I appreciate you. Okay, so I'm going to do my little spiel here before I forget, but thank you. I missed all you beautiful people, and thank you for saying hi and connecting. Wow, there's already 70 people on that thing. Thanks, Kathy. So I'm going to be doing predictions. Unfortunately, it's not always that greatest news to start on, right? With the Iran thing. So I will talk about that in a little bit. But I want you to, here's my granddaughter's, she's in dance. And I will be talking about it. You guys are going to be sick and tired of hearing about it. But next year, her dance class was chosen to be at the Disney World Parade in July and also doing shows. So she's doing 5 dances next year. So when I start next year, I'll asking for donations to get me, my daughter, and her mom and her, so we can fly to Disney World and be in the parade and doing all the shows and stuff. So that's something to look really forward to. So yahoo, congrats, Mackenzie, congratulations. So happy for her. And then my grandson, his baseball team has won all their games, doing really, really good. So that was exciting to see also. So yes, everybody's saying tell her congratulations. I will. So yeah, so a lot of things going on, things to look forward to. Okay. When I was in Minnesota, a beautiful lady that I ran into there, she told me to get this angel book number instead of the old. I'm going to use this one too once in a while, but I'll see what Spirit says. So I got a new angel book number, and it's from Kyle Gray. And since we are on the 24th, I'm going to read what it says. Angels are shining light of harmony on you and your personal relationship. Any conflicts now are being resolved. I hope that's world conflicts too. Yay! Hello, Crystal from New Zealand. Hello, Kiwi. Thank you. So 247 people in the house. Fantastic. So anybody having birthdays in June, happy birthday to you and happy anniversary. Nancy, I think you gave me that beautiful donation to go to the restaurant, Larson's. We're going to go there this weekend. I'll have to get a picture for you. So thank you for that. So anybody having birthdays or anniversaries, happy birthday and anniversary to you. what was the other thing? If you wanting to, people have been donating. If you can't donate, you know what I always say, just like, share, and comment. Please like, share, and comment. Share it to a friend. Even if they're not going to watch it, just share it to a friend. Ring the bell or subscribe or like it, or even it's just a heart or a thumbs up. It really, really, really helps. Oh, you guys, I got really good news. I completely forgot. Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess what the news is? Oh my God. And I got to thank you guys, because I know it's because of you guys that this is happening. I don't know who did this. I don't know who wrote to this podcast, but I am going to be on the next Soul Level podcast. I'm doing it in September. So he's so booked out, but I'm doing it in September. So I don't know when he's going to be putting it up, but I am doing the next Soul podcast. So thank you to whoever. I don't know if it's because he saw my show of the near death show before, or you people were telling, because I had a lot of people saying, connect to him, connect to him, connect to him. And Spirit said, don't do that. Just wait, just wait, just wait. And so, yes. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If anybody wrote to him or told him, hey, have Debbie on there. So and everybody's saying they love him. Alex Fiari. Yep. Yay. Congratulations. Wow. I did tell him to do the podcast with you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So congratulations, and thank you to everyone that have told them. I'm doing a bunch of other podcasts too. I think I'm doing one, is it next week? I will tell you, I think it's next week or the week after. I'll tell you when that comes up. And then I'm doing another podcast the following month. So if you want me on your podcast, or if you know some people that you would like me to be on the shows with, fantastic. And I might even turn it around and ask you guys if you have angel stories that we can do a section of angel stories, because they're really wanting to connect with the angels, especially through the times that we're going through in life. A lot of people are going through a lot of things, not just the world, but through life. You know what I mean? So I know I went to Minnesota, and my beautiful daughter's friend, Carrie. Hello, Carrie. She has cancer, so let's all pray for her. I'm just finding my daughter's mother-in-law, Sue, she's been really sick too. So, and I had my kidney sting. I still have that going on. So it's like prayers, you know what I mean? Prayers and stuff. So angels, angels, angels. Okay. What else was there? If you're wanting to get a reading, or even if you're wanting to donate, you can go to my website, psychicdebbie.com. I think I'm booked up until September, you guys. So it's not, and people will go, well, I'll just wait and see if there's an opening. It's few and far between. I don't have a list, you guys, because that list would be long too, okay? So if you're wanting to get a reading, I love doing the readings for you. I can help you with your blockages, perceptions, future, connecting, whatever. Love helping you with that. So psychicdebbie.com. Or if you're wanting to donate, there's a donation page on there too, because YouTube takes a lot of the donations. And I will start donating again. Because I donated to the animal hospital here in LA, the one that all the fires and all that stuff, they gave me, you know how they do that. They gave me a calendar. I should have showed it to you. A calendar and stuff like that. So saying thanks again for the donations, because I keep on donating. Okay, you guys keep on donating. So thank you for that. If you are connecting on Thursdays, please send, even if it's just a card to say hi to me. P.O. Box 5882, Oxnard, California 93031. I open them up on Thursday before we talk to the angels and do the healing, okay? The healing vibrations, frequency, sound, and water in these prayers, they really do help in the collective. So if you'd like to send a gift, a card, or even just a thing to say hi to Diddy, there you go, okay? And I think that's it for that. Congrats to your granddaughter, Debbie. Yes, isn't that wonderful? Yes. Jay, who were you talking about? Praying for Sue and Carrie. Thank you. How do you book a reading? You would go to my psychicdebbie.com, and then you pick if you want a half an hour or an hour. Is that what you're asking about, Susie Life? I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. So, okay, let's talk about some of the things that went through, okay? I'm reading what I'm saying here. Like I said, I was telling the people before I got on the show, because we talk on the chat before the show even turns on. So if you want to get on the chat early, people were, I was not watching the news. My daughter doesn't have normal TV. She just has Netflix, I had no time to watch the news, had no time to really connect. I didn't even have enough time to look at a TikTok or Instagram or whatever. So if there was a bunch of other things, I'm sure that came true, but I'm just going to kind of go through some of these things. Okay. So the Bitcoin did plunge down, but it went back up again. The Dogecoin price hit 2 months of a low, and I was talking about some of those things around people. Arizona heat, you guys, it broke a record, 117. So there was snow in Lake Tahoe. Remember, I kept on saying there's going to be snow. Keep on going. It's going to go further out. And June 21st, Lake Tahoe had snow. You predicted the low-level hurricane in Mexico. Yes. Yep, I did that. I remember that. Yes. The plane accidents. Remember the plane accidents? I said that, I'm sorry, there's going to be still more. And unfortunately, I still feel like there's going to be more plane. Because it's, again, I keep on saying this, wind, tornadoes, hurricanes, plane accidents, anything with wind, you guys. Sorry. Big storm hurricane, Mexico, Eric. I just had that written on there. And I remember I was saying there was like a cyber attack where people are going to take your security away. 16 billion passwords were leaked from Apple and Facebook and Google. I was saying that I was predicting that I thought around June 20th that the stock was going to go really down. I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later on the show here. But it experienced a little bit of a loss, but not the loss that I was thinking of, okay? I got on here, June 20th, stock market experienced some loss because of conflict in the Middle East, but not as big as I saw. And I even asked Spirit, and I'm going to give you the answer a little bit later. South Africa, massive floods. Remember, I said there was going to be fire and there's going to be floods. There's going to be fire and there's going to be floods. So, yeah, unfortunately, there was 92 people that passed away, so prayers to them. The Honda had a recall. I said there was going to be recalls, and I still see some more recalls. You guys really check your tires. Check your tires, check your rims, because I'm seeing some kind of recall on either the tires, rims, or brakes or something like that coming up. The Smoky Mountains had slides and a flood. A lot of people, you guys text me all this stuff, okay? So also in Tennessee, there were slides and flooding. JFK had major delays. I was talking about delays. Indonesia, volcano erupted. I was talking about that, and it erupted in Italy, like I was saying. And the one in Hawaii is huge. I mean, it's just thousands of feet up. I mean, I guess it's just phenomenal to see. So Trisha says, finally catching you live. Just sent you a small donation. Thank you for all you do. Congratulations on the Next Level Soul. I got to book my reading soon because you're going to be booked forever. Yes, I am, Trisha. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the donations, Trisha. Thank you. I appreciate you. I wish we in the Northeast had snow. Ford, too. Patty says Ford, too. Did Ford have a recall also? Yeah. See, I don't know all the stuff that went on, okay? Because a lot of you guys text me like the volcano erupted or the hurricane came through or the flooding. Someone texted me about the slides and the flooding and in the Smoky Mountains. So thank you for that. It doesn't matter if I get 10 of you guys telling me, please let me know, because I don't get all the news, you guys. I don't get all the news. Hi, Deborah from Australia, and Suzette from Banff. Tennessee had an earthquake, 2 of them. Yep. Remember, and I was saying that there was going to be earthquakes in these little weird places. And I'm seeing more earthquakes in Tennessee and around that area. I'm going to be talking about that here pretty soon. Snow in Oregon mountains, Andrea says. Wow. See, keep on going snow. Will there be a tsunami in Thailand next month? I have it in my predictions here. What did I say? I'm gonna be talking about it here, so I got it in my predictions. I really do. Where do I have my hurricanes at? I don't know if I see Thailand. Okay, but I'm not saying that it could be a month later. Are you traveling there or something? So, Elizabeth Betta. So, yeah, there's going to be hurricanes, though. There's going to be hurricanes. Hi, Linda, from the South Island. What part? I was born in Dunedin, so love the South Island. Beautiful there. You know, what's the movie? Oh my God, you guys. Here I go again. Squirrel. Can't think of the movie. The Lord of the Rings. Oh my God. Remember they did the King Kong there, and my aunt, she works for the shoe company that gave everybody the shoes that was in King Kong. So she'd be like, "There's our shoes," and then she even sent me a pair of those shoes because they were done in the 30s and 40s kind of style, and I love that style. But anyways, okay, so I got a lot to talk about. Oh yeah, there was that fire in the balloon in Brazil. And remember, I kept on talking about the balloon. I kept on seeing a balloon firing. Yeah, I had that prediction and I didn't write it down. I know I probably clicked it on my phone, but yep, you're right, Phantoma. Yep. There was like, don't worry, I can never remember the name of movies, just like the name of people. Iran, everything's intact. Yes. Well, I'm going to be kind of talking about that. So this is going to be a little bit but let me start talking about what's going on. So new moon tomorrow, you beautiful people. Okay. So there's going to be a new moon tomorrow, and it could be a very, very healing day for people, but a lot of truth can be shown tomorrow. A lot of emotions can be coming through, no matter where you live in the world, okay? So especially if you have someone that's in Cancer or even water signs, or has a water sign as a rising sign. So like I'm a water sign, I'm a Scorpio, and then I have Pisces rising. Oh my God, maybe don't talk to me tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. But be very intuitive, or being very emotional, or maybe even feeling a lot of this stuff. So if you know a lot of people are that way, maybe you need to say hi to them and saying, "Are you okay?" Or "Do you need a hug?" Or maybe put some music on and start, putting some laughter in there and da-da-da. So a lot of truth is going to be shown to you. A lot of emotions are going to be shown to you, but it can be a blessing to some of you also, okay? And the blessing that they showed me that I needed to say to you beautiful people, sometimes a blessing is that the house does burn down, so it makes you move. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it has to be that bad, but maybe it's telling you you're going the wrong direction, and that's the blessing. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like the movie City Slickers. Remember, he goes, it was the best day, but it was the worst day, but it was the best day when his dad left. So I don't know if you guys know the movie City Slicker. It's done in the 90s, with, oh my God, Billy Crystal. Yeah, so a cute movie. Cancer sun, Scorpio moon, oh boy. Way to go, Paige, way to go. Everyone hit the hearts and buttons on your right side. Send Debbie love. Thank you, Kathy, thank you. I love Next Soul. Yes, how cool. Isn't that wonderful? Thanks to everybody that told them. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so with the bombing that happened in Iran, I've got this all written out, you guys. I mean, I've got pages. See, look at all this writing that I have. So if it looks like I'm reading it off, I am, because I had to, kind of do this really fast because, like I said, I was in Minnesota and trying to come back and all that stuff. So I didn't have time to really channel over there. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, with the bombing that happened in Iran, nuclear, I predicted, remember I was talking about a nuclear plant. I don't know which video that I gave you guys. I haven't had enough time to look up, but I know I was talking about nuclear plants. I was like, let's watch out about nuclear plants, so either Japan or Iran or, even in the States or whatever, because I saw a leakage. I either saw a leakage or something was defaulted in it, or something about it, okay? Or a storm was going to happen like in Japan or something like that. I still feel that we need to watch out for it, okay? I'm not saying it has to be the one in Iran, but it could be here in the States. It could be in other parts of the country, okay? I'm trying not to do too much political things here because I don't want people arguing on my page. It's like, oh, you're for the right or you're for the left. No, I'm not that way. I'm just giving you the information that Spirit gives me, okay? So that's kind of why I don't want to talk about all this, but I'm going to be talking about it now. Because Spirit told me I need to talk about it. Okay, so I still see affecting something around nuclear. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I could see someone, trying to blow one up again, or playing with it or something. Okay, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm really wrong. But I'm seeing people are like, oh, let's worry about LA, like the states, because Trump did the bombing over there. The president did the bombing over there, so that the U.S. needs to be worried. And so they're like, okay, LA, we would hear, because here I'm in LA, in Oxnard, I'm in a small town, but we would hear the military around us, they're being guarded. But I'm seeing that we need to be protective of like Montana, Seattle, Oregon. Montana's got a lot of nuclear things there. Minnesota has one, even close to where my daughter lives, okay? So I'm not saying that I could see them going, psych, you're not gonna think that we're gonna go over there. And I don't think it's that they're gonna bomb it. I don't think that they're going to send a missile over here, but I could see them tampering or whatever, okay? Or seeing some, drones flying around and trying to see what's going on that way, okay? So I can't tell anybody what to do, and what do I know, right? I feel like they need more security around Washington, Idaho, Montana, Canada, that kind of area. I really, really do, okay? Missiles there. Happy to be Max's mom. There's missiles there. Yes. Okay. So I see more security there. I'm seeing leaders not following the rules, just kind of like what Trump was doing, protocol. I'm not seeing it just him. I'm seeing other leaders also, not just in the States. I'm seeing it in other countries. Not following the rules, not following the protocol. Like I predicted before, and I know I have this, I've said this numerous of times, and we get it because of this Iran thing, that the gas and the gas is going to go up to $6 to $10 a gallon. I don't know if it's going to go up to 10, but I would not be surprised if it doesn't go up to 8, okay? $6 to $8, sorry you guys, because of this conflict. But I do feel that there could be more retaliation in early July, especially around July 4th for the states. The whole month of July, we will have to watch out for the tension over oil, food, inflation, water threats. So I'm seeing water threats. I'm seeing threats around dams. So they could be like, we're damming it or we're breaking a dam, okay? So that's why I'm seeing that kind of stuff, not this kind of stuff. I'm seeing more on the ground, but that's what they're showing me. Does it have to happen? No. Do I want you to be in fear? No, okay? Definitely the main thing that I'm seeing is cyber threats, like the internet, that kind of stuff. Power grids, especially big cities, not just LA or New York, Chicago, Seattle, Florida. Then around to the end of July, there could be drone strikes, again, oil, gas, sabotage, but major protests still in the U.S., Europe, and other parts of the world. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing major protesting. Hi, Queenie from the UK. Yes, I hope NORAD here in Colorado is safe. I feel like it's safe. I just feel like there's tampering, and I don't feel like it's going to be this huge blow up. I just feel like there's going to be tampering with it. Do you know what I mean? That there could be this leakage, or like I said, that they're making us look at the nuclear, but really they're playing with a dam. You know what I mean? Or a completely different country or state that we're like all protected about New York and LA and all that stuff, and then here they're tampering with Seattle, or they're tampering with someone in Montana. Because you got to think, Montana is very, very red state. Not against you guys red people. I have a little cabin up there. I'm not saying I'm red. But they could be like, hey, that's going to piss them off. Or Florida. Do you know what I mean? Going to Florida and doing something there. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm seeing them trying to tamper or do something around a place that they're not really focusing on. Okay? That's what I was just showing, and I hope I'm wrong. Very cold here in Christchurch, New Zealand. Oh, it's winter times there. Yes, thanks, Kathy Baker. Lived there for a little time when I was a little girl. Don't remember. Would you please have message on Ireland? It would be very much appreciated. I will do that. I can't do it tonight, but I will definitely, I'll put Ireland down. I will look into Ireland. Okay? I will do that for you. All right. Okay, so from July 1st to around the 15th, it doesn't have to be dead on, okay? More retaliation from Iran, cyber regional attacks places we might not think need protection. Market, the market might drop, except of course around military. There could be a major move or a military decision the U.S. That the U.S. is going to do. Okay, either through Iran or through the U.S. Trying to create a global ceasefire, which he was trying to do. What was it, yesterday or today? But I'm seeing it more. I'm seeing that it would work more. I'm not saying it's going to work, but I'm seeing that there could be another try around the full moon around July 22nd. Am I saying it's right on the day? No, but I'm saying it's around that day. That's what they were telling me, okay? I was given insight from Spirit that we should be extremely careful with our ports, like California, like Long Beach, Seattle, New York. New York, be careful with blackouts, first part of July or even around the full moon. Here we go again. Texas, careful with energy, military bases, cyber energy, and borders. I see more problems with borders, you guys. Again, they're going to try to get you to focus on this while they're doing this, okay? Borders again in July and August, not just Texas, but the world. I was showing either on a border, I was showing either a missile hits an airplane on a border. And I'm not saying this is in America. I was showing Russia. Many years ago, my husband watches the airplane shows, like planes crash or da-da-da-da. And there was a plane that, you guys, I'm going to mess this up. So sorry, you guys. People are going to be like, oh my God, Debbie, you're so off. I am. But that's what Spirit showed me, was this plane that was not on the right border. And I think it was with Russia. Do you know what I mean? It was flying across the border and then they shot it because they thought it was military. Da-da-da. I could see something like that happening again. Okay. I'm seeing something happening around a border. All right. I'm either seeing that a missile gets shot. It doesn't mean it has to hit an airplane, or a missile gets shot. It's something going across a border that it's not supposed to, or a plane accident, train accident, something like that. Or even it could be a ship that's in the wrong port or wrong border or something, and they retaliate against it, okay? So I'm seeing something like that. Florida might have to deal with hurricanes, you guys. Sorry. Also storms and also flooding. If the president goes home, more security is going to be needed there. I could see major protesting at his home, or if he's out golfing or whatever he's doing, I could see major protesting. If I was him, I probably wouldn't be out for a little while, but I can't tell him what to do. Be careful at the protests, and you beautiful people need to be careful at protests also, especially around the holiday, around like July 4th through, they showed me around July 4th through the 10th, okay? Hi, T. Rose. 600 people. Thumbs up, please. Thank you. Jujubee. Thank you. Missed you. Okay, so Washington, D.C. could... political, again, could be attacks. There could be threats. I'm seeing that, not just from Iran, but I could see an American attacking. Like I said, the president, he needs to be super duper careful. Military decisions made in haste again. So they showed me that like 3, 4, 5 times, that another decision is going to be made in haste, okay? Not just he did the bombing without really getting all the okay on it. I don't know politics, so... but I'm seeing other hasty decisions being made also around our military and other people's military, okay? There could be major protests because of this conflict, and I hope I'm wrong. Is it in the timeline? Yes. Does it have to happen? No. It doesn't have to happen, you guys. Is it in the timeline? What Spirit showed me? Is it in the timeline that they're showing me now? If everybody does everything the same way that they're doing right now, it will happen. If everybody decides, no, we're not protesting, or we're not going against, or we're praying, or we're going into a different vibration, we can change the dynamics. We can, okay? So I'm seeing major protesting at Capitol Hill, okay? Capitol Hill, they give me a bill. Okay, the new moon, first part around July, and around the full moon, I'm seeing, again, some more protesting, some more of that kind of stuff. Okay. I know that Iran, they had me write this yesterday. I know Iran retaliated already, but I still see more, again, sabotage, which we could see now, or they're putting it into place now and that we see it later, okay? So I think there's things going on, people, and like I said, they're going to make us look here and look there, okay? I think that things are going on already right now. I think the president has already got plans, and I already think that Iran has plans, and I even think Israel has plans. So are they together? No. Is Israel and the USA really solid together? No. Okay, so I'm seeing the president, which we know, we saw it in the video, he's really irked. And I'm seeing him, I'm just seeing him really retaliating again, okay? And I could see him even, I'm not saying that he's going to go against Israel, but I could see him doing something around Israel where they're like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? It's like, we're not going to help you anymore or something, do you know what I mean? For just a little while, okay? Okay, so hasty, no. 47, hasty, no, someone says. Okay, everyone who wants to do a roll call, go ahead. 709 in the house. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. I know, okay, so okay, so they're showing me the disruption. Okay, so they were saying with Iran, sabotage, surprise strike on them or them on other countries. They could create a major oil disruption. Karma will be big on them. Their karma is going to slap them in the face, okay? Spirit wanted me to say they're going to get slapped, they're going to get slapped, they're going to get slapped. They're going to try to stop like with the oil, but then something happens again. Then it's like, oh, there you go, catch 22. Now it's affecting you. Do you know what I'm saying? The U.S. and they told me in likelihood could use drones from now until July 22nd, hitting convoys, missile stockpiles in Iran. Okay, so I'm seeing them using drones instead of just the planes. Okay, they're showing me the airplanes and jets and bombers, but they're showing me the second week. They told me to write down the second week of July, so I don't have a calendar with me. So I don't know what July 4th lands on, you guys. So it would be, I feel like it would be in the teens, that kind of week, okay? Okay, so I got the second week of July, and then they showed me August again. So they showing me us doing things in August again. So I don't know what that is, okay? Oh my gosh, Sandra, thank you so much. Sandra, I appreciate you so much. That's so nice of you. She gave me $50. Wow, Sandra, thank you. Thank you. Will gas reach $10 a liter here in Canada? It's going to be close, Lisa. I'm sorry. I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit here, okay? July 4th is a Friday. Okay, so July 4th is on a Friday. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So I'm going to ask Spirit, are you meaning the 9th, 10th, or are you meaning the 13th, 14th, Okay. Okay, so okay, so they're showing me something around the 10th, and then they're showing me more in the teens, like 13th, 14th to the 17th right now. That's what they're showing me right now, okay? Okay, thank you for telling me it was on a Friday. I am sweating like crazy because I'm connecting to Spirit. So if you hear this, tell me, and then I'll turn it off. I got the fan going on. Okay. Okay, I see the highest way that they're going to try to get against us and Canada is through cyber welfare. Like I said, they could shut down, electrical. They're going to go against the banks. They're going to go against communication. They could do a little bit of the buildings, but again, I'm not seeing if they are sending a missile or if they send something like that. I would see it as more of a threat. I don't see a rocket. I don't see a missile. Could they do a little drone thing and go over like a dam or something? Yes, but I don't see anything bigger than that. The U.S., it tends to be isolate. They're going to try to isolate Iran, crush its economy, especially connected to the oil. Also, the U.S. is going to test China and Russia to see what their true reactions are. So the president is going to test China and Russia. And people are going to go, well, China and Russia are against us, Debbie. Are they? Are they really against us? Because they need the shipping and everything else. I don't know all the politics, you guys. So if you're like, you don't know what I'm talking about, you're right. But Spirit told me he's going to be testing them. He's going to test them to see how much he would help Iran, or help, Russia help China, or China help Russia or Iran. Okay. So I'm seeing there's going to be a little bit of testing. Doesn't mean that we're going to see it all either. It could be, a lot of it could be behind doors. Okay. Truth is going to be shown. Unfortunately, I'm seeing this going on until 2026. I asked Spirit, would other countries support the U.S. on these actions that the president might be doing, or that the United States is going to be doing? Because I see the president wanting to see who supports him in all these areas. That's why there's going to be all this testing. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. He wants to be the leader of the world, we know that, and wants to be the first to make any decision. So the president wants to be the first, okay? So, of course, Israel might even provoke or attack Iran the same time that U.S. does, to say to the president, no, I'm on your side, okay? Because of this, he wanted to do a ceasefire, and Israel and Iran still attacked each other, okay? So I could see Israel going, okay, we'll do it at the same time, just so that, might even provoke or attack Iran the same time as the U.S., wants a major bond with the U.S., does not in any way want to make the president upset. I heard that, I don't know if you guys from the U.K., King Charles had this thing like, he's not going to support the U.S. and da-da-da-da, okay? So Spirit had me write down, I heard King Charles's speech, not really wanting to support us. So I was surprised when Spirit said that the U.K. might quietly and secretly would help us through cyber or logistics. The king would not want the public, to blame, or his public to, he doesn't want the public to know or blame him, because he doesn't want the people to cause an uproar. So they told me like this, we may never know. The minute that I heard we may never know, and this is going to tell you my age, and this might not be the time to joke around, but what right away heard is, remember that owl that ate the Tootsie Roll, and he goes, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the cookie, of the Tootsie Roll? And he goes, a 1, a 2, a 3. The world will never know how many licks it takes, may never know how many licks it takes to get to the center of the lollipop. And I heard that with around UK and King Charles. We may never know, or we might know. It might come out in the woodworks later, okay? Probably when he's passed. Does that make sense? Sending blessings to America from Thailand. Oh, thank you, Marjorie. Thank you. People are talking about hot dogs and da-da-da-da. Pat says, I remember that commercial. A 1, a 2, a 3. The world, we never know how many licks it takes to get to the center of Tootsie Pop. I just heard that right away. You know me, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. Okay, Saudi Arabia, cautious support, welcomes Iran's weakening. It wants Iran to be weakened, but fears the retaliation. So there's going to be on that. France and Germany, very uncertain, but more in fear of the economy. That overrides military action. I don't see them doing any military action, so they're going to try to be neutral and stand back as long as they can. But what I'm hearing from Spirit is that the president is going to go around and go, are you going to support us? Are you going to support us? He's really going to poke people in the, it's kind of like the doughboy. Are you supporting us? Are you supporting us? Are you supporting us? Really, he's going to be doing that. And people are like, what good is that going to do? I'm like, I don't know. Spirit was showing me him ruffling feathers. It's like, are you together or not? And I think that's a part of his plan, so that he knows which, because he wants to play chess and he likes playing chess. So, maybe that's why. I don't know why Spirit showed me that. India will be neutral. Be careful around the oil market, okay? China and Russia will support Iran quietly because of the oil deals. Russia's do a secret, some kind of financial manipulation, like cyber attacks on the banks, or do it. China does it with them. And I don't know if it's on us or other people, other countries. Iran behind closed doors. We, the world, will need to be extra careful of this July and August. Again, the president needs to watch out for his health. I feel like it's not okay right now. I don't feel like he's healthy. I feel like there's something going on. Something's going on. Remember that song? Something's going on, and trying to keep it a secret to the world. Okay. Health around the second week. And I don't know what you guys are talking about. So I'm going to say around the teens. A secret or a scandal could be shown, okay? Or we find out about it. It's like, oh, remember in July, this was going on, okay? There could be a major legal charge or people protesting, wanting to put in action. Again, the impeachment is not going to work until 2026, and the voting and all that stuff. So I could see people saying they want to try to impeach him, but I'm seeing that they're going to say wait. I think they're going to want to wait. I feel right now that these major charges or changes there could be some charges on him again in August, some more charges on him in August. Conflicts with the law, sabotaging, protest on him, but it could get violent. He will need to be very protected, more than normal, especially around August. I don't know why they keep on showing me August, all right? Someone saying the president looks so tired sometimes. Yep. Naturopath says, I remember that commercial too, Debbie. I turned 70 tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday. Time flies when you're having fun. Yes, it does. Happy birthday, Pat. Happy birthday to you. Okay. So, I feel like he needs to avoid public appearances, rallies, major foreign events. Because the president was having conflict with Canada, I asked if this conflict between Iran, Russia have an effect on them, on Canada, or if Mark Cheney helps the U.S. Of course, Canada will not send troops or direct weapons to help the U.S., but offer intelligent advice. Will the president take it? Probably not. But they're going to say, you need to do this or you need to do that, otherwise we won't help you, okay? Canada will slightly, if Canada is affected in some way, like that beautiful person is asking, or is it going to be $10 a liter or whatever? I do see it going up for you guys. I could see them somewhat helping us, but I'm seeing the president asking, because I predicted this a while ago, you guys. I did. I predicted this months ago before any of all this was going on, that I kept on seeing the gas going up really high and that we're not getting the oil, and that he might have to eat a little bit of crow and go into Canada. We need some more oil from you guys. You know what I mean? So I could see Canada affecting like I said, I'm seeing this whole thing affecting our economy, our energy grid. Spirit showed me if the president asks for assistance or for some oil from Canada, Canada will slowly, but very slowly, help. But it will have restrictions and done quietly, because Canada will not support the conflict. There might be a little bit of eat and crow. That's what I had written down there. And Canada also needs to be careful with the cyber attacks and blackouts, also just like the States, especially around the east side. I was showing from Minnesota, Canada, Ontario, on over to the east, that there could be big blackouts. I'm seeing that there could be a blackout again on the border. There could be Minnesota, Michigan, Washington, Wisconsin, Ohio, Indiana. Indiana wants me. Along that area, across the border, blackouts. Okay, so I would be really, really surprised and praying that our prayers are listened to, that we don't have any blackouts, especially around Maine, New York, Canada, over there. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go around and talk about, let me see. I'm going to talk about stocks and stock market and cryptos. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Okay. We're having a rolling blackout now due to heat waves. Oh, really, Sassy? Where do you guys live? Is that the East Coast? Thank you, Mary. Thank you for that. Indiana Wants Me was a good song. Yeah. Wasn't that in the 70s? Indiana wants me, but I can't go back there. Okay, so here I'm going to talk about stock market and cryptos, not a financial advisor. Okay, let me see. I've gotten this written up so weird. Okay, I'm going to put down dates again. They might not be right on those dates, okay? Where did I write? Did I write on there? Okay, the first, I got to go back here, you guys, just one second. Okay, because I know I asked Spirit why, because I kept on seeing a big drop in the June 20th. Because I also, the first week, be good worse, then a drop again, Is it on there or is it on here? Okay, so we'll see if it comes up in my paperwork. Sorry, you guys. Little left air, air time there. Okay, so from July 1st to the 5th, I'm seeing there could be a little bit of a market dip. I'm not saying it has to be major, but the gold is gonna, you guys, with the gold. And I told you guys years ago and last year to buy the gold, buy the silver, okay? I'm seeing around, okay, dates here, people, that around July 9th, 10th, 11th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, something like that, there could be mixed signals about the war. So there could be false information that could make people, like War of the Worlds. There could be false information, you guys, around that time, okay? Hopefully it's not. People, okay, so it could affect this market. It could affect people being in fear. So don't be in fear, okay, you guys? So make sure it's not an AI and you're not hearing it, on the TikTok or the Instagram or whatever. Make sure it's really true information. Okay, so I'm seeing, and it could be because of this false information, or there is a little bit of a conflict in the war or whatever, or mixed signals, that there could be a drop again in the stocks because people are fearing a recession, okay? So that's what Spirit told me, is to write down, there's some kind of recession. People are in fear of a recession, so then that affects the market, okay? Not saying that there is a recession, there's a fear of a recession, okay? So I'm making sure I'm using the words right, okay? The full moon in July 21st is where they're showing me everything could be, it could be a major turnaround on that, okay? That they were showing me there could be a major reversal. So if it's really high, it goes low. If it goes really low, it could go really high. There could be, because of the U.S. tech and defense again, here around military, okay? Okay, something like that, okay? July 23rd to the 31st. Okay, here I'm doing this. Let me do this first. Okay, so July 23rd to around the 31st, possible crypto dip, okay? Retail fear, again, buying the dip, okay? So that maybe that went way up and everybody's like, we're buying it, we want profit, da-da-da-da. I just had a friend ask me what I was thinking about it, because like the crypto was up again today, but it went down, okay? Because she wrote me and said, hey, Debbie, lost some money here. It went down and then went back up again. I don't think it went back to the full extent. But I'm seeing that, again, it could be like people grabbing it, going to the crypto, and all of a sudden it's like, I'm going to take the profit because they're in the fear of the recession. This is all connecting together, you guys. Okay, someone was asking about travel. The travel, I'm not telling you not to travel, but I want you to be extra careful around the full moon. I want you to be extra careful. So they're saying the full moon is around the 21st. So I'm going to ask Spirit here. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I'm going to say from July 18th to July 23rd. I'm going to say it, and that's, the border. So I'm going to say around the full moon, around 20, 21st, 22nd is the times. And even if you're driving, if I'm connecting to Spirit, they make me sweat. So sorry, you guys, if this is making noise. If you're driving, be careful. Make sure the tires are good, that you got the gas, you got the oil. Do you know what I mean? Don't drive in the snow. Do you know what I mean? Be careful, okay? Around that time. But flying, trains, all that kind of stuff, just be extra careful. Just be early. Be patient. Have your patience hat on. Okay. Put your little patience hat on and ask the angels to help you. Okay. Okay. So technical stocks and AI stocks are going to be overstretched. Okay. Might get corrected again on like the second week in July. All right. Around oil and agriculture, it could rise a little bit, but it's going to be, again, I'm seeing it being a little bit wobbly around the full moon time. Okay. There's going to be a lot of stress on the housing and on the banks this month. Okay. Especially if someone cyber attacks the banks. So, and I'm sure the banks are doing that. They're probably putting major more security on everything, tripling security. So don't be surprised if it's like you're trying to get into the bank and they're like, okay, now we need a code, and then we got to send something to your phone, and then we got to have another code, and you know how that goes, and you're like, frickin' A, and then just tell yourself they're just doing triple security on it, and that this is a good thing. Okay, so just have your patience on that, all right? Because I'm seeing small banks again not doing too good. Okay. Smart money could be pulled up around here we go again, around that July 8th through I'm going to say around the 15th. Okay, because people are going to go to the gold and the silver and all that stuff. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, because they're in the fear of this crash. Okay. All right. Europe, it's going to be mid-July till the end. Okay, the currency around Europe is going to be a little wobbly. Might be not stable. Okay, I'm seeing China having problems because of the export. Here we go in with the port, with the shipping. So that's why I'm saying this is connected to Iran and China being, I don't know, how do I treat the U.S.? How do I treat these other companies? Because their export might go down, their supply might go down, their shipping might go down, they might have problems with their port. Okay. And there also because it could be that they have an earthquake, or they have a hurricane, or a cyclone, if what they call it over there, that is added on to it. Okay. Pat says, I work at the bank and there's already a lot of those in place. Fraud sec measure. And yes, people are already frustrated with it. Local community bank. Yeah. Tell people. Yeah. Tell people. You know what I mean? We're doing this for you. We're doing this for you. Hi, Brisbane. Okay, so FYI, our cell phone company was hacked recently. No online anything with no text, no phone, no Wi-Fi. And that's probably, you guys were probably the billion of people that passwords and all that stuff was stolen. And I was telling you guys to be careful with that. So be careful with your phone. Be careful. Put extra security on yourself too, okay? Hi, Debbie, you're seeing the gas going up to $6 to $10, but do you see it going back down? Yeah, I do see it going back down after all this commotion stuff. And I'm seeing it going up already, because the gas is already up to 110, 120 already. So that's going to hit, the barrel. It's already up. It was at 90 and 100, and then all of a sudden it went up to 120 with this, because they're in fear of that that port, what do you call it, being closed. Okay, so and Iran is going to use that, because the president has already been talking to China like, hey, help us out here. That's why I said there's this big conversation going on of, well, if I do that, are you going to do this? I'm going to scratch your back, you got to scratch my back. And this is all going on this month, August and September, you guys. This is all going on right now, okay? No, I don't see signs of financial crash, but there are times when systems crash. Yes. Okay? Yeah. But I'm seeing also housing. I'm seeing that in Texas. I'm seeing Idaho, like around Boise, Idaho. I'm seeing all the people that moved from California to Texas when the housing was, we were getting tons of money here, or people were getting thousands, it was people were paying way too much money for the housing because they wanted to get out of California. Okay, so California moved to Idaho or Montana or Texas or these other places. Well, the housing that used to be 300,000, it got up to 500,000 because of all these people moving. Well, a lot of people can't afford it. Okay, because the gas and the food and people getting laid off and everything. Is it gonna be like 2008? No. But is there gonna be major cities like that where the banks are gonna be pulling and the houses are gonna go back down again in prices? So there could be that conflict going on too. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on. It's not just, I don't think it's like one big crash. It's like that's getting affected, that's getting affected, that's getting affected. You know what I mean? And if you're at the wrong place at the wrong time and you're getting affected with your housing and the gas prices and the food prices and the borders and the oil and the, you know what I mean? Then it's going to affect you. So, sorry. Thanks, Debbie. Do you think Bitcoin will fall to 70,000? I don't know what I had on here. I'm getting to the Bitcoin right now. Okay, so the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency could, they told me to write that down. I don't know if that's going to happen. They're wanting you to be really careful around the Bitcoin around July 11th to the 22nd again. Then it would rebound. And I said that before. If you listen to my other videos, I said that before, that there could be this, July is not the safety mat. And I even said before that things could be shifting, right? So like what I thought was going to happen in June could be happening July 20th instead of June 20th. It could be shifting, okay? So I've told my beautiful friend, that I was like, okay, I'm seeing this at least until September. Before I saw it going into August, but now unfortunately I'm seeing it getting shift over, okay? So I want you to be careful around that. Again, not your financial advisor. Okay, so I'm seeing it, Ethereum could even decline a little bit, okay? Again, around that same time, but getting stronger again around the end of August going into September, okay? Small coins, again, I said that before, small coins could disappear. Again, gold. Spirit wanted me to write down, it could be like a safe haven for gold and silver. But again, I'm not a financial advisor, okay? Intuitively, I was seeing that crypto, it could be manipulated. Like certain cryptos could be manipulated. If it's not really solid and strong, and like I said, if it's like new on the market and you're like, oh, everybody's saying it's really, I would triple check it, okay? Anything, I'm seeing that it could go down, be manipulated, but then going up, okay? Reawakening August through October, all right? The end of August through October. Coins that are tied to AI, energy, military is very good. I asked Spirit about showing me, here's the thing that when I asked Spirit, I don't know if you can, my scribbling writing. So here I go. I asked Spirit about showing me the big downfall that they kept on showing me in June. It was delayed. It was delaying and feel guilting people to get ready if there was going to be a downfall. So it's like, phew, I made it. So there could be I'm not saying we're out of the woods, you guys. We're not out of the woods. So it was trying to get people ready. It was, like I said, it shifted over. July is about karma, truth, especially around leadership. Okay. Cryptocurrency University is a YouTube channel I follow for Bitcoin. If anyone is interested, it is great too, but does more than crypto. Okay. Thank you, Miss Charlotte. Yeah. Don't, I'm just giving you guys whatever I'm seeing here. Okay. I'm not going to write all that. I'll talk to you guys about that next week. I'll give you all that information next week. So here, I'm going to talk about weather and the earth and things like that around the world. I was showing this yesterday or the day before. I was showing a crack in Africa, northeast, the Great Rift Valley expanding, like Ethiopia, Sudan, Kenya. It has an opening, and I asked Spirit about that. I was like, why are you showing me this? So then they said to look it up, and they said that scientists believe that a new ocean could be formed there, or a new lake, or something like that, water reaching in there. I feel like that is going to start. I would be really, really surprised it doesn't start this year, that there's going to be that cracking or water seeping in or the flooding around that area. Okay. There's going to be, again, sorry, you guys, more heat, increased fire. Emotions are going to be very intense. Water related disruptions. And there's going to be spiritual fog. It's going to be that fog where it's like, woo, you know how cool it is, like London or the Netherlands or Ireland or England. You know what I mean? It's like, I love that fog. It's cold. It gets to your bones, but I call it spiritual fog. But there's going to be a lot of fog than normal, okay? And then I was seeing Earth being shifting, okay? Stability, and that especially around the full moon and the new moon, okay? So there's going to be shifting here. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the places that I feel that there could be an earthquake. Bad Hair Day just gave me $13.99. Thank you. I appreciate you too. Thank you, Bad Hair Day. That's so nice of you. Okay. Okay. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. So earthquakes. California. I'm seeing Southern California near Los Angeles. What is it called? Ridgecrest area. Again, I'm seeing more around late July, but I felt a little shake the other day. I was like, okay. And I looked it up. There was no earthquake, but once my stomach starts getting icky, then we know that an earthquake's going to happen. Again, the Pacific Northwest, active around the Cascades. I'm seeing that one around mid-month going on. I'm not saying it can't happen now, okay? Washington, Oregon, Canada, okay? I'm seeing also Missouri, Tennessee, Arkansas, okay? I'm seeing that around the mid-month till the end of the month. I'm just going to say the whole month. Alaska, here we go again. Around Anchorage, okay, because there's going to be solar flares. There's going to be a lot more solar flares again, which could help with the blackout. That could help with the electronics not working very well, especially if you live out in the country. Like when I live our cabin out in the Montana, it's like, hello, are you there yet? Can you hear me? You know, that kind of thing. It's going to get worse, but we're going to have beautiful scenery, so we're going to get beautiful pictures. So we're going to think positive, right? Okay, earthquakes around the world. I'm seeing one in Japan, and I'm seeing one, it could be really, really strong. It could be very stressful. And I'm hoping that it's not around the nuclear plant again, okay? I'm seeing one around Indonesia and the Philippines. That one is mid to July. I'm seeing that being more there could be a little bit of a shake around the 10th, but then the 14th, 15th down. Okay, they're showing me that right now. Chile and Peru, Turkey, okay. That one they're wanting to show me around the full moon. And then, believe it or not, they're showing me that there could be a major earthquake by Iran. So here we go. We're having this conflict with them, and then they have an earthquake. So that's why I'm saying karma for Iran, you guys. It's not just us attacking them or Israel attacking them. There's going to be other things going on. What's going on? Okay. And it could be around the border. Here we go with the border thing. All right. Okay. Hurricanes and cyclones. I'm seeing, you guys, Florida, you need to be careful. Florida, the Gulf of Mexico, possibly an early hurricane or major storm. Doesn't have to be a big major hurricane, but I would be really surprised if you guys don't have a big storm, okay? And again, I'm seeing that around, unfortunately, I'm seeing that kind of sooner than later. I'm seeing that could be around the 5th, maybe the 4th, 5th, going on to, that way. I'm seeing a storm around Louisiana and Texas coast, okay? Massive storm. I know you guys are going to have a massive storm, and there could even be a tornado with that, okay? The East Coast, the Carolinas and the Georgias, I'm seeing some kind of threatening weather or major waves for them, okay? Globally, I'm seeing one in India. I got that Indiana song stuck in my head. I'm seeing, you guys, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Again, I'm seeing it could either be a major monsoon, a typhoon, what do you call it, a tsunami? Because I keep on seeing the big waves, you know what I mean? But I'm seeing it on the right side, so I don't know, you know. I'm seeing Eastern Australia, a little bit of a storm there. I'm seeing more the northern coast on that. China, near Taiwan, typhoon, okay? Typhoon, but I'm seeing that being more at the end. Okay, tornadoes, again. I get it that they're less common, but remember, this is an air year for me. This is the air year. This is, you know, wind, tornadoes, hurricanes, all that kind of stuff. So I'm seeing, again, Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, and even the Midwest. I'm seeing here Minnesota had a tornado and Wisconsin had a tornado, that kind of thing. I could see them having it again, or even like Illinois or Indiana, here we go again, or Ohio, all right? Fires, I'm seeing, of course, California, the Sacramento Valley, Sierra Foothills, I'm seeing Idaho and Montana. Idaho and Montana either is going to be struck by lightning or someone puts it on fire. There could be something like that. Oregon, Washington, I could see that being a fire, lightning fire. Arizona, Nevada, and Utah, I think it's going to be because of the heat. It's going to be so freaking hot there, you guys. It's going to be hotter than you guys even realize. Texas and New Mexico, again, there's going to be a hot surge, but that could be started also. That could also be started. Globally, I'm seeing Australia in like Queensland area. Unusually, and I'm thinking it's because of the air. You know what we call the Santa Ana winds here? I don't know what you guys call it in Australia. You can tell me. But I'm seeing a lot of wind, and that everything's just crunchy and just starting to fire that way. And I've been saying this for months. So this one, when it happens, I need a gold medal. I'm just being a smart ass there. Sorry, you guys. But Greece, Turkey, and Italy, because of the heat, you guys, extreme heat. Remember, I kept on seeing people with the little scarves, and you know, people. If you're living in Italy or Greece or Turkey, and you have old family members or people that are, please bring some water, get them in some cool air. Unfortunately, I'm just seeing a lot of people passing away from it, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. And Canada, I could be a lightning strike for them. Okay, I'm seeing floods. And the flooding I'm seeing in the Mississippi River Basin, again, because of these hurricanes or these storms or whatever is coming along. And I'm seeing that sooner than later, you guys. I'm seeing Florida and the Gulf states, again, tropical storm, okay? And could be flooding. And I'm also seeing the Northeast. I'm seeing New York. I'm seeing Pennsylvania. I'm seeing Vermont. I could see, like, major rain. You guys are like, what? What are you talking about, Debbie? You don't know what the frick you're talking about. But they were showing me, you know, like how you have those rainstorms where it's like, it's just a big cloud and it's just like, and then it like stops. You know what I mean? And you're like, what the heck? But then you had 3 inches of rain. I could see something like that. Or flooding because of a dam is broken or a river is disturbed or something like that. So I hope I'm wrong on that one. Globally, Indiana. God, I keep on saying Indiana. India, Nepal. Flood warnings there. China, the UK, Germany. And this is what there's going to be major changes around Africa. For the next 8 to 10 years, there's major changes that are going around Africa. And we don't talk about Africa that much. I talk about it once in a while. But there's going to be major changes about the banking there, the politics there, the flooding there, the dryness there, the food, the economics. I mean, it's just going to be this, the universal source, God, Buddha, whatever you believe in. They said in Africa, there's going to be a spiritual opening. And maybe it's because they showed me that crack and they showed me the water coming in. I don't know what they're trying to show me. I really don't know what they're trying to show me. They literally had me write down a spiritual opening of the earth. What in the heck does that mean? What does that mean? But prayers to the people. If it's a good thing, great. If it's not, prayers, okay? I don't know what that means. Volcanoes in Indonesia, okay? I'm seeing a big thing in Indonesia. Iceland again. If not a volcano, it's definitely earthquakes. I feel the earth move. Okay. Italy, again, Russia, okay. That one I'm seeing explosive. I'm seeing all of a sudden it's like, what? What the hell? And then I'm seeing Hawaii, of course. But I'm seeing, that's spewing even 1,000 feet up or whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some positive notes, okay? So July, intense weather, energy is earth-long, okay. So new ideas and new technology, because of everything that's going on, is going to be invented, okay? Innovation around disaster response, so that there's going to be, maybe that we, if they're not doing the FEMA, that all of a sudden we are collectively making this program or a group or something, or inventing something to help these people through all this stuff that's going on. Community support networks is going to grow stronger. The villages are going to get stronger. I'm seeing breakthrough in weather, okay? I'm seeing breakthrough of aid and funding in weather, okay? Now, Spirit showed me this. I didn't see this picture, so I'm going to put this up. Spirit showed me penguins. And don't ask me why they showed me penguins, but they showed me penguins while I was sitting here, doing all this stuff. Spirit showed me penguins. I'm going to get this beautiful picture up here. A new GPS tracking study on royal penguins, this is not royal yet, is underway this year. It helps save them. When Spirit showed me Africa, and they showed me the crack of Africa, or the spirit opening of the earth, they said, look at the penguins. And I'm like, what? What is it with the penguins? So they said, Spirit showed me Africa. In South Africa, they rescued dozens of abandoned eggs and chicks and used an artificial incubator to save them. They also said that there's a landmark court order is now protecting 6 key breeding sites for penguins by banning sardine and what is it? Anchovy. Oh my God, you guys, you know what I'm trying to say. Anchovies. Oh my God, my dyslexia was really bad there. Anchovy fishing, so that they can't fish around where the penguins are to save them. But they also said another prediction of mine came true. They're like, your prediction came true, Debbie. You talked about this. And I'm like, I did? And they're like, yes. And that's what this picture is. Also, another prediction came true. A new chin strap, if you see that little strap under that penguin's neck, a new chin strap penguin colony in the Antarctic was discovered in 40 years. It hasn't been discovered in 40 years. Isn't that great? Yes. Some good news. Woohoo. Wee. I need some like buttons that I can and then My daughter and son-in-law went to see the penguins in Antarctica. Oh, fantastic. Well, they probably saw the chin strap. I feel for you all there. I'm in New Mexico. Okay, so it's talking about the heat. When will the Pacific Ocean Central volcano earthquake tsunami occur? It could happen in July. There's already been some rumbling going on. I love you. There's already some anchovies. Thank you. People were writing it on there. Oh my God, I couldn't say it. Yeah, so that's going to happen there. So there's going to be some rumbling, definitely in the Pacific Coast, and it's just going to keep on going on. And there's not going to be just one eruption. There could be eruption in July, August, and then next year also. Okay, you guys, I'm over time again. It was so wonderful to connect with you guys. Thank you for all the donations. Again, if you want to get a reading, psychicdebbie.com, or if you're wanting to donate, psychicdebbie.com. Remember, Thursday, I'm going to be talking to the angel that creates miracles and miracles. So miracles of the world, miracles of health, miracles of wealth, okay? So connect on Thursday. I'm going to give you some prayers or some exercises to connect to these miracles, or if you're wanting financial abundance or wanting to help with your health or wealth. And if it's not just for you, but for the people around the world, I'd love you to connect that day. A lot of people love it. I do singing bowls, tuning forks, all that kind of stuff. So please join me on Thursday. I will see you again next. If you don't do it on Thursday, I will see you next Tuesday. And thank you again I appreciate you all, and I want to give you blessings and smiles. And until next time, bye-bye.